Hi, welcome to Meet Me in the Kitchen, this little special edition. I do this every once in a while, as you may know. Okay, so I don't even have my apron on. That's all right. So I just went to Thies Farm and bought these green beans and some carrots and stuff. And I want to show you when you do fresh green beans, and I don't know if this is the way to do it, but I always snap off both ends and just kind of trash them. I know this is like a little stem and you're really supposed to take that one off. The other part I think you could keep on, but I just don't like the texture of it, so I always snap those off. I am going to throw these, and I gotta season my my water real quick with a little bit of salt. So I am going to throw these and just toss them in this boiling water, ouch, for about 6 minutes and blanch them. I knew there was a word for it, and of course I forgot what it was. So I'm going to set that for 6 minutes. So then there's my little trash plate. So the other thing that I did, and the reason that I was even in that area is because, look at these. Oh my gosh, can you believe? Look at how, these are real carrots, people. Real carrots. This is what real carrots look like. So I'm excited because when I saw the stems, I thought, ooh, you know what I could do with these? I want to make some veggie broth. Sue Hartman, who is a family member, and got me that little really cute, she made me that cute Meet Me in the Kitchen glass. She has asked me to do the veggie broth recipe, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't have any celery. Celery is a big piece of my veggie broth. So I thought, well, you know what? I want to do something with these. I mean, what a waste if we do absolutely nothing with these. And they smell delicious and they smell, I mean, fragrant. So I'm going to use these in place of my celery. So when I do my veggie broth, I always use celery stems. So I take, and I use them all. Like, I want as much flavor as I can get with any sort of veggie that I can think of. So I'm going to take these guys, I've already washed them, and I'm throwing them in 12 cups of water. I added a couple just because I knew that there was a lot of this, and I may not have to put it all in there, but I am anyway because that's just me. So your water should not be hot. It should be like room temperature. The other thing that I'm throwing in there is an onion. Okay? You don't even have to, this is the best thing about veggie broth, is you do not have to slice everything perfectly. You can just throw it in there. Real tomatoes. They smell, they're plump, they're beautiful. I was going to use these, I should probably wash them. I was going to use these in, this is wet, in my salsa. Because salsa with real tomatoes is awesome. But I thought, real tomatoes in my veggie broth? Woo! Awesome. I don't have a garden. You guys might have a garden. And if you do, oh my gosh, I can already smell. So I'm throwing those in there. Then good for you, because I miss real veggies. Then what I'm going to do is, I am going to peel these carrots. I'm going to put carrots in as well into my veggie broth. And honestly, real carrots that have flavor. I'm going to taste one before I put them in. I know I have the stems in there, but you want the green or the orange in there as well. And when I was coming home from a John Beal event today, USO John Beal event, which was very nice and wonderful. But I was coming home from it and I saw Thies Farm and I was like, oh man, I haven't bought real fruits and veggies in so long. I gotta go in there. So I did, and I rode a swing and I really hurt myself. Look, I got a little scrape, but that's okay. I lived, because life is too short not to go on a really cool swing when you see one. So I am peeling those off. I usually do about 4 carrots. I have a recipe that I'll give you, but sometimes I'll do more, sometimes I'll do less. Just depends on how much I want and how much I want to get rid of. Sometimes I do it when my veggies are a little iffy, so I want to make sure that I use them before. I hate throwing away food. I mean, first of all, I love to eat it. Second of all, I hate throwing it away. So that's what we're doing, throwing these in as well. So I got my carrots, and honestly, look at, I mean, really, lettuce, real lettuce, people, real lettuce with flavor and beauty, and I feel like crying. It's so wonderful. So I am actually, it doesn't call for it, but this has so much flavor. I tasted it, and I mean, you can taste flavor of lettuce in this lettuce. I mean, my gosh, it's so awesome. So I'm actually throwing a few leaves of that in there. I also have some cilantro. So I'm going to throw, I bought this a few days ago at a different store. I believe it was Trader Joe's. And you can throw the stems in there because it's really cool when you do your any sort of broth. You just strain it out. So everything doesn't have to be so perfect and beautiful, and because, you know, my cuts are always perfect. Not. So I throw that in there. And then I am going to, I saw something else I wanted to throw in. I'm going to throw in a lemon. Never done this before. I've thrown in ginger, and that made, oh my gosh, what flavor on that. It was real ginger. But I'm going to just dice this, or quarter it, whatever, and throw this in there, and it will give it some lemony flavor as well. And then I'm just going to throw in, I like to throw in some real Parmesan. So I'm going to throw in, and I've been using this Parmesan for quite a while, and it's not even gross or anything. And probably the reason is because it hasn't gotten moist. So I don't want it to get anywhere near all of that other stuff. There's my timer for my green beans. Easy peasy. I'm just going to set those aside. I'm going to add those green beans, and you just do a little bit of a chunk, and it'll flavor the broth. And the green beans, I'm just going to set aside. I was going to add it to this cabbage mix that I got from Trader Joe's the other day, and just make a slaw and some leftovers, so along with this lettuce. But what I really wanted to show you was the broth. So the only other things that I'm going to add into the broth is, and look at this, doesn't this look cool? Thank you, Sandy. This is an olive oil spray with some chili flavor in it. One of the moms on the baseball team saw it at Aldi's and bought it for herself and really liked it. So she thought I might like it. So I'm gonna give it a try in a little bit. So you want to use peppercorns, and you want to use real salt, like the thick, I don't know, it's horrible, but the ones that are not yet all, whatever the word, I'm really bad with words sometimes, that aren't like, you know, when you do this to it, cracked, that's what the word is. So I'm just going to throw in some of the peppercorns and some of the whole, let's use that word, that one works. We're going to use some of the whole Florida Sunshine and just throw that in there. I usually do about a teaspoon and a half, maybe 2 teaspoons, depending on my day and how I feel. So that is what I do. Now, whenever you do your veggie broth, what you want to do is, and I'm going to show this to you. Isn't that pretty? You want to stir it up. So I'm going to stir it up with this broken spoon. And you want to mix everything together. So we got everything in there. Okay. Then you want to turn it on high. Once it boils and you see that it's boiling, and you've got to make sure it's like a real boil, not just like when it goes doop, doop, like a rolling boil is what they call it. Once it comes to a rolling boil, you want to turn it down to low, maybe mine's like in numbers, so I usually put it on about a 2. And then you put the lid on it, and not all the way on it, you know, when you kind of have it off to the side so there's a little bit of air coming in there. And you keep it on for like an hour. Sometimes I'll do it for like an hour and a half, just so that all the flavors of all of the veggies and everything in there gets together. So that's it. This is beautiful. See it again. Yummy, real food. I have my green beans that I will strain. I can strain those real quick. Actually, I could just take those out of there. And I'm going to add them. Well, they're a little bit warm, so I don't really want to add them. So honestly, that's all that I wanted to show you. Oh my gosh, but look at how pretty these are. Wow. Look at how pretty. Real. Look at, they're so bright. Oh my gosh. I got to try it. I mean, wow. That is crisp, yummy, delicious. I'm really excited about this meal. I don't know what I'm making, like I said, but the veggie broth recipe, I'm going to put that out there for you guys so that you can see it. And then other than that, I'm going to finish my blog and I will share that with you guys. Bye.